In a small village surrounded by golden fields and silent mountains lived a poor but honest blacksmith named Aran. Every morning the sound of his hammer echoed through the valley as he forged tools for the farmers and horseshoes for the travelers. He was known for his craftsmanship, but also for his poverty. Aran's life was simple. He lived in a tiny hut at the edge of the forest with his younger sister, Lyra, who had been blind since childhood. To him, she was everything, his reason to smile, to fight, and to dream. One stormy evening, as thunder rolled across the valley, a traveler knocked on Aran's door. His clothes were torn, his face hidden beneath a dark hood. "Please," the man whispered, "give me shelter for the night." Aran, though poor, never turned away a guest. He offered him food and a place near the fire. Before dawn, the traveler left, but not without leaving something behind. On Aran's workbench lay a small, shining coin, unlike any he had seen before. It shimmered faintly, as if holding its own light. Carved into it were strange symbols, and on the back the words, "The one who dares rules destiny." At first, Aran thought it was just a lucky charm. But when he went to the market the next day, something strange happened. He bought a loaf of bread, and when he pulled out the coin to pay, the baker's eyes widened. "That's a coin from the Cave of Shadows," the man said, trembling. "They say it grants endless wealth, but curses the greedy." That night, Aran couldn't sleep. The thought of endless wealth played in his mind. He imagined Lyra seeing again, living in a proper house, eating full meals. By dawn, he had made his choice. He packed his tools, kissed Lyra's forehead, and whispered, "I'll return with gold, little sister, enough for you to see the world." The Cave of Shadows lay deep within the Blackstone Mountains, a place feared by all. Legend said no man who entered ever returned. For 3 days, Aran crossed rivers, forests, and steep cliffs. Hunger and exhaustion clawed at him, but his determination burned brighter. On the 4th day, he reached a valley of silent stones. In its heart yawned the cave's mouth, dark, cold, and endless. As he stepped inside, his torch flickered wildly. The air grew thick, whispering voices echoing from unseen corners. "Turn back, mortal," voice hissed, but Aran gripped his hammer tighter and moved forward. Inside, the cave glowed faintly with crystals embedded in its walls. Soon he reached a massive stone gate inscribed with words, "3 trials await: greed, courage, and destiny." A chamber filled with glittering treasures opened before him, mountains of gold, gems, and crowns. In the center stood a golden statue holding a chalice. A voice echoed, "Take what you desire, but the moment you want more, you lose it all." Aran's heart pounded. He thought of Lyra. He needed enough to heal her. He filled a small pouch with coins and turned to leave. But then his eyes caught a golden necklace sparkling under the torchlight. "It could buy her a new home," he whispered, reaching for it. The ground trembled. The gold melted into ash. The pouch vanished, and the statue's eyes glowed red. "Greed has a price," the voice thundered. Aran fell to his knees in despair, but then remembered Lyra's smile and rose again. "I'll win through courage, not gold." The next chamber was a vast arena, its floor cracked and smoking. Suddenly, a monstrous shadow beast emerged, its body made of fire and smoke, its eyes glowing like molten lava. The voice spoke again, "Face your fear. Flee, and you perish." The beast roared, shaking the walls. Aran had only his hammer, nothing else. His legs trembled, his breath quickened. Then he heard Lyra's voice in his heart. "Brother, you are my eyes. Don't close them to fear." Gathering all his strength, Aran charged at the creature. He swung his hammer at its fiery chest. The flames burned his arms, but he did not stop. With one final blow to its heart, the beast shattered into a cloud of sparks that lit the cave like stars. A silver path appeared ahead. He had passed the second trial. The final chamber was silent and empty, except for a mirror standing in the center. It shimmered with a strange light. As Aran approached, the mirror came to life. Inside, he saw himself, but dressed in gold, crowned as a king, ruling over lands and people. "You can have it all," whispered the reflection. "Power, fame, and immortality. You've earned it. Take my hand." For a moment, Aran was tempted. He imagined Lyra beside him, sight restored, living in luxury. But then he looked closer and saw that his reflection's eyes were hollow, lifeless, and cold. He realized what destiny meant. It wasn't given, it was chosen. He struck the mirror with his hammer. It shattered into light that filled the room. The cave trembled one last time and then fell silent. When Aran opened his eyes, he was standing outside the cave. The morning sun shone over the valley. In his hand was the same glowing coin, but now it had changed. It bore a single word: worthy. When he returned home, Lyra ran to him, tears streaming down her face. "Brother, I can see you," she cried. Her eyes, once clouded, were now bright and clear. Aran fell to his knees, overwhelmed. The coin had not given him gold or power, but something greater. It gave him back his sister's sight, his courage rewarded by destiny itself. Years later, when people visited the village, they would find a small forge glowing warmly, run by a man whose hammer rang like hope. Beside him worked his sister, guiding travelers with her sight and her wisdom. And above the forge's door hung a single line carved in stone: "Destiny favors not the greedy, but the brave who walk with heart."